Hello everybody, hope you're doing well and welcome to Side Quest Totals. And this is actually being recorded a little bit ahead of schedule, which is good in some ways, but we've also had information drop a little bit sooner. So there's a lot to go over. Side Quest Totals is not the easiest thing to explain in March, but we're going to have a good job at doing it. And do bear in mind, as I said in the video yesterday, is that I will be regularly updating the Side Quest guide, how it works, rewards breakdowns. Do check it out because I am updating it every single day. It's taken a lot of work to get all the complexities of this done. I've just added here saying top tip: if going into sector 6 furthest zones, you may want to hoard revives health potions from the danger zones, a danger store, to help with that challenge. Also, if concerned you might not get the furthest room, focus on the objective month long, as it may be easier, and that's something we're going to be focusing on some further things. And also take a little look at the tabs in the bottom. So I've got component farming totals, store best buys and spend breakdown, best champions for objective plus hacks, so you know, good champions to interact well, rewards breakdown, so all that stuff is there, and all of it will be filled in at some point. But do bear in mind, as I said, this month I'm putting a lot of effort into this particular guide spreadsheet, and I have updated the component section. So first of all, we'll come back to this in a minute. Total components. So what I've done is I've put together from the milestone. So you get, as if you're a Paragon player, 25,000, Thronebreaker 19,500, 17,450 if you are Cavalier, times 4 weeks equals that number right there. And also, if you are able to get to the the incursions milestones, the 12th milestone, I'm probably going to reword that, to be honest, then you only get one off with a sector 6, and also you get 4 times that number there. So it's that number there times 4 equals that, so that gives like a 2 totals right there. So it just depends on where you are progression wise to what you take home. So that's kind of like our first kind of total for this video. We're going to come back to this at a later date, and also in another video when I do spend, store, options, this is going to be really kind of cool and interesting. So yeah, I mean, giving it for a little example here, if you are a Paragon player, you get all the milestones for the 4 weeks. So you do the milestone quest, then you're able to get yourself, you know, 100k very easily. But if you only can manage doing sector 1 to 5, that's fine. Then you can get 165,000. I'm not saying this is the most you can get components wise, or the least. It's just, I'm just throwing it out there. I could fill in a whole load of like suggestions here, which I may do down the line for some future videos and when I get time as well. We'll come back to how components, and do bear in mind, components are your currency to spend in the store, but we need to focus on other things when it comes to rewards totals. One of the next rewards totals we need to have a look at is the breakdown of stuff. So apologies for the all the white in this one. There's a lot of white in here. I need to kind of figure out redoing these just so they kind of look a bit better. It's something I've been working on. If you've been noticing the channel, you notice I go off of now of, if I'm doing YouTube, I try and do the grey or dark theme, and also I'm trying to incorporate that into some of the spreadsheets. So that's work in progress. In any case, totals, right? It's similar totals for relic items when it comes to objectives. This is something that Kabam even kind of like allude to with their an announcement. Let's just get that announcement up. So in this particular announcement here, as to like volumes of things when it comes to the what you get back from the objectives. And that's the thing, it's very wordy here with all these objectives and stuff. There's some key things to kind of mention. That particular key thing is going to be the 6-star awakening gem and how to achieve it. But it's also going to be, and this is why side quest titles are difficult, is you can only go as far as you can go to get back what you get back from it. Okay, so in a nutshell, if you are able to do some of the objectives of at a Thronebreaker level, then you'll be able to get yourself 8,550 tier 6 basic fragments and 6,750 tier 3 alpha fragments. The rest are in the store. We'll cover the store in a moment. Dangerous crystals wise, very important. For the month, I've totaled about 57,000 that you can get. There may be something extra that comes, but 57,000 is what you can get, which isn't too bad. That's just over, what is it, 25, 26, something like 26 Cavalier crystals, which is kind of in keeping with what we normally see. You can also, from one of the latter Thronebreaker based and upwards objectives, get 7,500 shards as 6-star shards. But do bear in mind that adds up. And as I said, this is why it's difficult if someone's going, oh, we're only getting 7,500 6-star shards this month. No, Kabam are telling you to go and grind Incursions. Incursions has its own little kind of microclimate of shards. So the further you go with Sector 6, the more 6-star shards you're going to get. If you're able to, on a 4-weekly rotating basis, you will get yourself, and I don't know why Kabam worked this out, they've done like 2 Sector 5s and 2 Sector 4s or whatever, you'll get 7,500 6-star shards, plus the 7,500 from the other thing, and also the Mythic as well from the lower content, so it does add up. I could say to you that you can pick up close to 20k 6-star shards, but do bear in mind, it could be more than that. It's all dependent on how far you go. So if you do, you can do all difficulties, by the way. I just found that out actually from Kabam. You can do all difficulties. So you could do Sector 4, get 5k. You could do Sector 5, get 7,500. So that's 13,500 plus, I think there's something else 6-star shard related that I've not put on here. But if not, then that's really it. And if you do Sector 6, then you add that extra 10k. So you could get close to 30k 6-star shards. But it's all down to, are you actually able to, with your roster, achieve that? That's the main thing right there. So do bear in mind, it's down to you and how far your account is able to go. Because you've got the Mythic shards. And that's from the objective. So you can get that 3k 6-star shards or Mythic. You know, it's down to you what you're interested in. Threat level 4 and 3 do have 5-star awakening gems associated with them. Again, helpful, interesting for some, not for others. And the gold side of things is always going to be relative to where you're at. Like if you're Paragon, Thronebreaker, Cavalier, you'll have separate milestone component grind. So what I'm referring to is what Kabam have. Where is it? It's here, isn't it? Yeah. So for me, I'll be getting more gold. I'll be getting 1 million, nearly 1.5 million, right? Gold. But if you know a lower player than that, will be getting nearly 1.3. So Thronebreaker will be getting 1.3 million, and Cavalier will be getting just over like 1 million something or other thousand with there. So it's just relative as well to the totals and stuff of where you're at in the game progression wise, because I don't think Kabam would allow you all of them. They haven't said that everyone gets them, but yeah, like interesting, fun. You know, I'm actually really looking forward to this, especially because I can build up and kind of prepare for this particular quest in a very kind of different way than I normally do. And as I said, this is why we've got the multiple tabs. And also, like, I've just created this. I am still working. This is a work in progress. So this is cost breakdown, because that's the other thing you're going to be asking to yourself. Like, okay, Rich, so there's not much rewards. There's going to be the relic rewards as normally are, like the alloys and whatever. But you choose your reward. But sad thing is, you have to go as far as you possibly can go to get the components. And as we said on yesterday's video, on the one of the main points is, further you go in zones equals more components you get. Gives you points for the milestones equals more components to spend in the store. That's it. So the store. There's going to be a spend scenario section which is going to come in future, but we need to ask that question. Going back to what I said, I started off with this video with about component farming. How many components does equal what you get back? Can I buy everything? I think is the point. And the answer is no. You can't buy everything. But you can have a good stab at buying what you feel is necessary. Now, there will be somewhere where you can buy potions and revives for this. But there may be certain rewards you want to pick up yourself. 6-star shards, tier 5 basics, all those key fundamentals, tier 3 alpha fragments, tier 6 basic fragments. All of those key things you want to find out if you can buy. So if you are a Paragon, Thronebreaker player, yes, you'll have different amounts of the components you can grab. So let's just say, for whatever reason, you have 150k. Not to say you will or won't. Some people will have more than that. Some people may have less than that. but 150k, let's say, is the mean right there. So where can your 150k take you? Well, again, down to personal choice on this one. You will get all access to all of the different types of stores. So if you're Paragon, you get Thronebreaker. But if you're Thronebreaker, you get Thronebreaker, Cavalier, and lower than that. So where do you spread your spend? Again, something I'll do is spend scenarios at a later date. But let's just say you have 150k, as I said. 150k, well, you can buy all the Thronebreaker store and have 48,000 components left over, which then kind of throws you into going, right, well, I can then spend something in the Cavalier store. So you can buy all one store and have a little bit left over for something you want down the line. And again, that's down to a personal preference, because you'll be like, okay, well, I've got 48k, where do I spend that? Do I grab some extra 6-star shards, which is only going to cost me 11,988? Okay, cool. I can then add something extra into that one. Let's say for whatever reason, I can then add the 6-star signature stone there, +5. Pretty good buy. Excellent. That's what is that? That's putting me up to 20, say about 22, 23. Let's go with 23. 23k. Okay, I got another 20k left to spend. And again, that's the point of just like dotting it into different areas that's going to be suiting your fancy. And then you might be able to like buy some other stuff, but you won't be able to buy the full fundamentals of the Cavalier store. Just the stuff that you need if you are Thronebreaker and want to grab a little bit extra. I might try and do the lower one of that one, which what is it? Lower store, uncollected. I might do the uncollected one. Is there any 6-star shards in it? I don't think there's anything. Well, there's some 6-star shards there. Maybe. Is there any extra danger crystals? No. Okay, well maybe I'll do one more store. Maybe I'll do the uncollected store. Sorry, I didn't put this into shot. How professional of me. Yeah, I might do that at some stage, and put that in as a thing. So yeah, that's really it. That's been the video. That's a breakdown on the side quest totals, the rewards totals. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out the spreadsheet, which is in the link in the description down below. And there's a few things to go on, a few tabs. The things that I'm going to be working on now is the best champs for the objectives and hacks. And also there's something else I'm working on. Oh yeah, that's it. Spend scenarios. There's going to be a few other things I'm going to be looking to add to this, as well as updating the how the side quest work section. And look out for updates regularly and future videos on the topic. Thanks very much for watching. I shall see you in the next one. Make sure to check out some other content located on the screen right now, and have a lovely day, whatever you're doing. Much love and goodbye.